At the Idaho GOP convention in Twin Falls this weekend, delegates approved changes to the party platform that criminalizes all abortions without exceptions for rape, incest, or even to save the life of the mother. No, we keep getting told, why are you freaking out? There's always gonna be the exceptions. They're not heartless, cruel people. They'll have the exceptions for rape and incest, and obviously for the life of the mother. Why would you imply, you radical, that we wouldn't do that? No, they just did it. It wasn't close, by the way. Delegates voted 412 to 164 to reject an amendment that would have allowed an exception if the mother's life was in, quote, lethal danger. And they say, we affirm that abortion is murder from the moment of fertilization. All children should be protected regardless of the circumstances of conception, including persons conceived in rape and incest. And they're willing to go on the record by name. Scott Herndon, who's running for the Idaho Senate and is unopposed, he'll get in, says, we will never win this human rights issue, the greatest of our time, if we make allowances for the intentional killing of another human being. You don't put to death the innocent child for the crime of its father, but that's what this law would allow. He added that if a mother really wants to kill her child, she could lie, say she was raped, file a police report, and go get her child killed in the state of Idaho, and nobody be persecuted. He's fine with her dying, literally, needlessly dying. That's what they're pushing for. They're monsters.
What innocent child are we talking about in this case? I'm sorry, what innocent, are you talking about the fetus? Are you talking about the 10-year-old or 11-year-old or 12-year-old who will be raped by their father or by a father figure or anyone, a neighbor, and then become pregnant as a result of that rape? Are you talking about that child? Because that's actually a child. You're talking about them losing their life if they are forced to give birth to a baby? What are you talking about here? No, all this is rape apology. It is green light for incest, for rape. This is the party that claims they hate pedophiles. They think that dressing in drag means violence against children, right? They think that you're teaching kids the don't say gay people, the don't say gay party, now making excuses for rapists and actual pedophiles.
Yep.
I mean, there are no words. I mean, to say nothing of these MFers. First of all, I don't even have to look. They're all men, and they have no idea how the female reproductive system works. They have no idea. They clearly they don't have wives or kids, and oh God, no one's ever had a miscarriage. No one's ever had to had any kind of emergency in their pregnancy. Amazing, bless you for living on some other place, but it ain't Earth.
They would be offended by you implying they should know or give a damn about any of that. Yep. They would find that to be presumptuous.
Beautiful Idaho.
Yeah, no, so Idaho will lead the way and the others will follow. It is, as I keep trying to reiterate, an ideological inevitability. You cannot tell your base for 50 years that this is murder. Oh, but murder's okay in some cases.
Yep.
I mean, murder's bad, sure, but that was rape. So we're gonna give an exception. No, these people are bloodthirsty. Not most people. Most people don't agree with this any more than they agree with Roe v. Wade being taken away in the first place. It's always gonna be a small minority. It's gonna be 25 to 33% of the country that believes that the state can mandate that a person die, needlessly during a pregnancy that would never have come to term. And they will push for it in whatever state they can. And by the numbers, they shouldn't be able to win on this issue in literally any state. In a democracy, that would be. But we don't live in one. Their position has always been massively amplified by all the structural inequities in our quote unquote democracy. And so they'll get it in Idaho, and they'll get it in Mississippi, and they'll get it in Alabama and Louisiana, and eventually Texas, and it's gonna spread and spread and spread. And we are going to be, it's like all those stories that we've covered, things that'll happen in Ireland or in South America, a needless, easily preventable death. We're gonna be doing that. We're just gonna be identifying, hey, it's this state this week. And then, another person died in Louisiana this week, totally needlessly, unless they can be airlifted to a state in our particular century.
But you guys, and like finally, we need to reclaim the mantle of family values. So many people who need abortion, so many people who need this life-saving procedure want to be parents. Yeah, okay, you could say they want to be parents in the future. They don't want to be parents right now, but they also, like, I am 6 months pregnant, y'all. If something were to happen, I would need a life-saving procedure that if I lived in Idaho and if something like this passed, my life is foregone. Well, what if the fetus can't survive? Well, then you both die. Why? I don't know, God.
Yeah.
So it is morality. These are people who want, or by choice, want to be parents. And they're saying, no, it's about maternal health care. My God, will a right winger volunteer to pay for all of my prenatal care and just show me that you give a damn about mothers, you give a damn about families. You don't, you really don't.
No, River and I on Friday were talking about in Texas, this isn't politicians just yet. It's the pro-life activists. They want to outlaw IVF.
Yeah.
But you said you want more kids. It's just these are insane people. It is a cult that has enough members that they get to determine what rights you have. That's what we have in this country.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.